So all those logs coming down the river, like who knew whose logs were whose?
Well, at the end of the river, there was a sorting gap, and the sorting gap, all the logs went through. There was a mark on each end of every log.
They cut it down and then they put a mark on
It's
the
a
end.
big hammer, and you
Big
hit it
hammer.
as hard as you can.
Like the name of the company or something,
or
or
an initial. And there were people who knew all the log marks and could walk on the top of these logs. And somebody would say that's Stearns, or that's Cartier, or that's Ward.
Oh, so were they company guys down there doing the sorting?
They were not working for any particular
they
company.
weren't?
No. There were.
Was there any bribing going on? I'm just thinking.
I wasn't there, but I wouldn't doubt it. Let's put it down.
Yeah, don't you think?
Because the sawmills were already established, as we harvested timber further and further from the rivers, we had to find some other alternative method to transport them here. So one of the things we did is we built these logging railroads. And these are narrow gauge railroads designed to go out into the areas, and this is going from Ludington all the way down in Oceana County. You know, and then they would bring the logs back to that mill that was just near here. And you did that because you couldn't get it to the water. So they put these things in very temporary tracks, moved very easily. They would run it into this area, log it off, and then pull all the tracks up and put it over into this area.
Bring the train this way. Yeah. Wow.
When people talk about the lumbering business around here, they always talk about the big names, the owners, the lumber barons who built those beautiful homes here that still exist, many of them here in Ludington. But what I always want to focus on is this. This is a partial list of people who were men who were killed in the line of duty, in the woods, at the mill, and so forth, from 1872 to 1913. So virtually that whole period that we were really operating here.
Murdered at the mill. Okay.
We have newspapers back into the 1860s, so we probably could look that up. We probably got a newspaper from that time period that would tell you what the story is.
What happened to James Corvin?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it just gives you some indication of not only how hard they worked, but how dangerous they were.
And it's important to have this list up to honor.
I believe so.
Yeah,
right.
me too.
Because we have the big names around here, you know.
Right.
And I always like to point that out.
Yeah. And there's nothing easy about that work, is there?
No. And it's
Well,
also
the look you gave me, Jim. You're right. No, it was hard work.
It was hard work, and it was dangerous work.
When you see the old images of those working with timber, it was two guys on opposite end of the tree with a huge saw blade, yes? How long would it take for a tree to come down? Do you have...
Depending on the size of the tree.
And the size of the guys, too, right?
Probably. Good point.
Yeah.